Hi, welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be about how I got on cruise and how did I get selected and what are the process and what were the courses that I took. So yeah, if you are interested, let's get started. So the first question is, do you work on cruise? Yes, I used to work on cruise, not anymore. And which cruise line? I used to work with Silver Seas. It's a luxury cruise. In which department are you working and which cruise? I was working in F&B department, and yeah, with Silver Seas. And how many months it took you to be on board? For me, it took me not that much compared to others. Compared to the rest, it took less. It took around 8 to 9 months. I mean, from the time I gave my interview to completing all the courses and all the documents. Yeah, so it took around 8 to 9 months for me. Science stream necessary and how many years it takes to complete the course? Speaking from my department and my position, science stream is not necessary at all, because what science background you need to just to serve coffee and food, right? And how many years it takes to complete the course and fees? It depends. As a you don't need money for anything except your STCW course, but unless you're taking an agency, your agency will charge you, I don't know, according to their expenses. They will charge you mostly like 1 to 2 lakhs. How long will you be cruising this time? So ऐसे how long बोल के तो नहीं होता, लेकिन my last cruise was for like 6 to 7 months. But while you are on board, you can always request the person there, I mean the manager, your manager, to either shorten or lengthen your contract there. But they will only approve your request according to their convenience or their availability. What did you do before you worked in a cruise? Before I worked in a cruise, I was working as a teacher in Nepal. I worked there for 2 to 5 years. Sorry, 2.5 years. Are you still working in a cruise ship? No, I have taken a pause due to some reasons. I have not decided yet if I'm going back. From which institute you have done course? So I have done my, if you are asking me about my STCW course, so I have done it from Mercantile, what was that? Mercantile Marine Academy, which is in Calcutta. Experience. You seem to have lost a lot of weight. See, I do not want to make this video very long, so I will just keep it short. So if you talk about my experience was really good, because I got to make a lot of friends from different nationalities, and I got to see a lot of places which I would never afford to go there, which you only see on TVs. But also, this 6 months has been really tiresome, and it was an eye opener for me, because some things happened back home which changed the perspective of how I see life. It was good, but at the same time, it was twice as bad as what good it had done. Maybe I used to look very tired while I was working on cruise, so maybe because of that you just assumed. So that's okay. How can we get into this job? So as far as I know, there are multiple ways. And first, you can go to an agent. I mean, if you don't have any experience, you can go to an agency and they can help you out to set you up with an interview and everything. And the other way is, you can always check their official website where up it depends on which company you want to work with. If you want to work with Royal Caribbean, you just go to their official website and check their careers, and if they have it, you just do what's needed. Okay. Do you have to be Indian to have this job? No, you don't have to be Indian. You can apply from anywhere, any part of the world. Salary. So my salary was close to 90K, but sometimes I would make more because of my overtime in institute. And if yes, could you please share some details? Yes, I went through an agency, I went through an institute, whatever you can call it. I don't want to recommend you guys that particular agency because of these reasons. Because there were two other candidates who were with me, okay, and then I had already completed my first contract, and then I was already back home, but still they did not set them for any interviews, because the reasons that they used to give is they're not taking anyone, they're not hiring. And also, I don't want to bring their name out here and demean them, because obviously turned out good for me क्योंकि मेरा तो जल्दी से लग गया था, although उतना भी नहीं लगा था क्योंकि क्योंकि I mean they set me up for the lowest position that's, I would say, that's there on board. I mean, not the lowest, but yeah, lowest tier, because I was not even a waitress, okay? I was working below waitress. Is it necessary to join institute to join cruise, and when will cruise hire for walk-in? If you have an experience in any kind, I mean any customer service or anything like that, I advise you guys to apply yourself, not by not going to any other agency or institute, क्योंकि उसमें पॉसिबिलिटीज ज़्यादा है कि आपको मिल जाएगा. लेकिन इफ़ यू डोंट हैव एक्सपीरियंस, इट इज़ ऑलवेज बेटर टू टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम एजेंसी, क्योंकि वो एजेंसी ना आपको पता नहीं होटल में भेज देगा फॉर 6 months और मे बी 1 year, जस्ट टू गेट एक्सपीरियंस of everything there. So वो experience करा के आपको cruise में भेज देगा. Do you work in cruise, and do you think it's possible to maintain work life and family life? Yeah, I think it is possible to maintain a work life and family life back home. I've seen people, they are working so hard because they work for more than 12 hours, 13 hours, and sometimes more than that, okay? But still, they take out some time to talk to their family. लेकिन obviously you have to sacrifice your sleep, and also मतलब इस चीज में मेंटेन हो जाएगा. लेकिन if you're unlucky enough and then you are in a very stranded place, मतलब secluded, जहाँ पर ज़्यादा एयरपोर्ट्स वगैरह, डेली पोर्ट नहीं है, तो what will happen is if there is some family emergency back home, you will not be able to go home right away. If you're in Antarctica and if something comes up, if something happens back home, I don't know, the crews will not be able to do anything because there is no airport nearby. The only airport nearby would be like 10 days after. This is the biggest drawback. And also the fact that even if you have an emergency, the company will try to book the cheapest flight, which will be a transit from here to there, which will take you around like 2 days to reach back home. So that's an issue. Where did you sit for your interviews? I sat for my interview in Goa. I sat for 2 times. Did it take a lot of, no, just two? How did you apply for cruise job? Is experience mandatory? I thought I would take help from an agency because there was a neighbor. ऐसा डर भी नहीं हुआ कि what if the agency is not reliable, ऐसे भी नहीं हुआ because obviously मेरा बहुत close neighbor वहाँ पर काम कर रहा था. So she told me that it's really reliable, and then she helped me with that. So this is it for the video, and I hope this video gave you some understanding on cruise. And if you guys want to know more about cruise life and what is the life on board and what are the pros and cons on board, I would be happy to talk about that because I have observed a lot of things on cruise which I would love to share, both good and bad. So yeah, this is it for the video. I hope you guys liked it, and see you guys next time. Bye.